Today, Yolanda and I are going to cook up a seafood medley. We're going to start with Pacific oysters Rockefeller as an appetiser. For the main course, we'll try a whole roasted snapper with creamed blacklick mussels and saffron with white wine. And for dessert, we're going to serve up goat's cheese with apples and locally grown grapes. How are you?
There we go. You're all ready. I'm very good.
Don't you love the accent? You're all ready and I'm very good.
I'm very good.
Now, what we're going to do, Yolanda, is chop up some leeks, first of all.
Yes.
Here's enough. So you just take the end off, cut the top off.
Like here?
Like that. And see how this is still quite green? Mm-hmm. We want it to be more white than green, so I think you can afford to cut it right down there. And then in half lengthways, like this. And then what you can do is just remove those little green centres because they can turn a little bit bitter. We just want the white stuff.
So mine looks like it has to be gone, like right here.
Yep, perfect. If you're making your own stock, it's good to throw into the stock.
How are you going to cut them?
Just one at a time. Keep this part of your knife on the board, right? That's always down, and then it's just this motion. Hey, look at you go. You know what you're doing?
Well, a bit.
So, Yolanda, why did you go for an American boy instead of a Spanish one?
I don't think it depends on where are you from. I think it depends the kind of person you are and the right, you know.
Yeah.
You find the right one and who cares wherever he's from. He came to Spain for like a weekend and met my family.
What did your family say when they met him?
He's a very nice person, you know, very real, very... And they love it. Since I moved here, I get lonely. I spend a lot of time with myself. Being picked for the cook of, you know, take-home chef, it's like, hey, I'm here too, you know, I'm not an anonymous at some point, you know.
What we're going to do is steam the mussels, because we're going to take the mussels out of the shells. Now, when it gets nice and hot, you throw your mussels in, but I'm going to keep maybe 6 or 7 for the garnish. I'll put those in the fridge. Never put Glad wrap, never put cling film on mussels because you'll kill them. They're still alive and they're still breathing, so you don't want to put any mussels.
That's right.
So throw those into the hot pan. That's it, good. Put the lid on top. Give it 30 seconds to get it really hot with the oil. Give it a little shake, like that. And then we throw some white wine in. What's happening is all the steam inside is actually heating up the mussels, and that's going to open them. Hey,
wow,
look at that.
They look great.
See how fast it is?
And it's aromatic, the wine.
You can smell the wine?
I can smell the wine.
Beautiful.
The sweetness.
So, straight out of the pan. We let them cool down. They take about a minute and a half, and then we're going to take them all out of the shells. The interesting thing about the Rockefeller oysters is nobody really knows the recipe. It's a secret. It's a mystery. The chef, and I can't think of his name, he made the recipe for a family, a private family, and he's never given it away. It's supposed to be a secret. So even when you look on the internet, you won't find it.
Okay.
So this is our version. So some watercress, some celery, and some chervil. What we're going to do is put all of this to our little mortar and pestle, and then, using this, grind it. Just bang it down, and now you get a little bit of a workout.
And you get the juice.
You get the juice. Right? Yeah, we're going to turn it into
What is the name of this?
This is a mortar and pestle.
Okay, it's mortero in Spanish. This is easier.
What is it?
Mortero.
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 Okay, you got it. You see? That was easier.
That was it. See, I like those ones. Now, you bang that up for me.
Can I work out here?
You do that, a little bit of a workout. And while you're doing that, I'm going to get some bread. And we're going to make some fresh breadcrumbs. We're going to end up with green breadcrumbs. We just cut the bread up. You throw the bread into the food processor.
I'm sorry, it might be my
husband.
husband.
Go for it.
It is.
It's him.
Hello? Hi, honey. How you doing? We can go for dinner if you want. Do you know what time you're going to be here today? Okay. Call me when you get out, okay? Okay. Love you. Bye.
Okay. So we have to hurry up, right? Michael's getting home soon. So see how we've bruised all the flavour? You can really start to see the flavour coming out of the herbs. All right? So that's what you want. It's a good idea to, when you've done that, also, with a knife, mince it up even more. so you don't get any stringy pieces. Pick up that and stick it in there. Lovely. Give it a go. That's good. That's good. So you turn the breadcrumbs green. Okay, and now we have to open the oysters.
My first oyster.
You want to go deep. So quite high, just lift it up a bit, and now go straight down. Just wiggle it a little bit, and then once it's in enough, just twist. Hey,
there you go.
Perfect, perfect, perfect.
And now with the knife.
And now, then just slowly work it in. That's it. Perfect. Well, look at that, your first oyster. Yeah, I'm so proud of you, well done.
I'm so proud of me too.
I've worked with chefs before, and it's taken them 2 weeks to be able to do that. And you did it on your first go. I'm so proud of you. Cheers.
Cheers, my first one.
I'm impressed.
Curtis, he likes what he's doing. He likes to involve you and, you know, get you in the situation. He makes you love cooking.
So to go underneath the oyster, we're going to cook a little bit of the spinach with some of our shallots and a little bit of the pernod. If you like it spicy, we can put a little bit of hot sauce or Tabasco or something like that.
A little bit.
Okay, so a little bit of olive oil. Pick up the shallots, throw those in. So just move it around the pan. And you just want it to be a little bit soft, not too much. And now, before it starts to change colour, you put the spinach.
So right now?
So, right now. And I'm going to put a little bit of the pernod. Now, the pernod is 40% alcohol, so quite high.
Like whiskey?
Not too much. Because you like it spicy, a little bit of hot sauce.
Good.
Yeah, let's take it off. You keep that, and now if you put it into here. Oh,
yeah. Good. Now it smells great.
Doesn't that smell beautiful? Okay, very good. Take the oysters, and what we're going to do is just pick each oyster up. Can I grab a spoon?
Sure.
Attention, Curtis. Yolanda's husband, Michael, is driving up right now.
Okay.
All cameras and sound, please move to the living room area. Nice and quiet now. Here he comes.
What are you doing? What happened here?
Come. We're making dinner for you.
That's the most people that have ever been in my apartment.
Mate, my name's Curtis Stone. How are you?
Hey, I've seen you. Nice to meet you.
You too. I'm the chef.
Okay, no, all right.
So it's all good. I'm just here to cook you guys a beautiful dinner. We met your lovely wife, Yolanda, today. We got talking about food and fish and oysters, and we've come up with a nice little menu that hopefully you're going to like, and I'm here at your service to cook dinner, so welcome home.
Wow, I guess a cooking show's better than, like, what it could be. Camera crew and my wife and a big tall guy with an accent. It's always about fun with us, and I will definitely be looking to get a little revenge on Yolanda. Hopefully she won't see this before that happens, but she is gonna get surprised in some kind of way.
Well, what a man. He walks in and finds 15 strangers in his house, and Michael's still got a smile on his face. I can't say it's because he can smell the oysters, but he's about to. Now, what we're going to do is just pick up the shell and just slide it onto the little plate there, and then just put a couple of the spinach leaves into the bottom of the shell. Then you slide the oyster back on. We're going to take a lovely little crumb here and just sprinkle it all over the oyster, just like that. So this, in a way, is sort of protecting the oyster from becoming overcooked. There you go. A couple of minutes, have a look at them, and then if they've gone nice and golden, then they're ready to go. You should be able to just pick them up like that and straight onto the rock salt that we've placed it. It smells delicious. So here it is. The secret is serve them fast. They lose their heat pretty quick, so get them to the table. Here's the first little taste, which is just to get your appetite moving. We've got 10 oysters, 5 each. They're Rockefeller. It's breadcrumbs with some watercress, some chervil, and some celery leaves.
What was chervil?
Chervil.
What's
it's
that?
A little herb, a bit like parsley, but a bit more delicate.
Okay.
And then it's just done on a bit of spinach, which is cooked with some shallots and some pernod.
Wow.
So, bon appetit.
Thank you.
And I'll be back out with a snapper soon.
All right, thank you.
They're delicious. They're very good.
I get excited every time I get to cook with a beautiful object like this. It's absolutely amazing. Right, I've got a little bit of flour. Now, we're just going to give it a really light dusting, but no more than that. You don't want to get it all cloggy and gluggy. You just want a tiny little bit to help crispen up the skin. Pick the fish up and take it over the sink and do this. Just tap all that excess off. Take your moderate hot pan, and then just gently place your fish in. You'll just hear a really light sizzle. You don't want to hear much more of a sizzle than that, okay? That's enough. Now we're going to leave it for about 2 minutes in the pan until it gets slightly coloured up and the skin starts to set and gets quite crispy and firm. Then we're going to drop it down into the oven and do most of the cooking down there, all right? Okay, now let's see how the fish is coming along. Beautiful. It's good to go. I've got some leeks here that I'm going to just place around the outside of the pan. The danger of cooking like this is you forget that this pan's been in the oven. And of course, that's very hot because it's hot in the oven, so don't forget about it. Okay, so it's time to take the snapper out and then to finish all the rest of the stuff off in the pan. So what I'm going to do is just gently slide that right underneath and then just take it over there and onto the platter. We've got the liquid from the mussels that we cooked earlier on today. I'm going to pour some of that in. The next thing we do is take our big mussels, this is the whole mussels, throw those in, and once they open up, they're going to be our garnish. Of course, still edible. Okay, the next thing I'm doing is putting the rest of the mussels that we cooked earlier back into the pan. So here goes the last ingredient, just a little bit of cream. You don't want too much. And just spoon this all over the snapper and all around the plate. Here we go. Now, somebody's going to have to attack this.
Wow. Oh my God, looks and smells.
Wow, it looks good.
What do you think?
It looks amazing.
Now, it's a whole roasted snapper with some mussels and some saffron and some leeks. Bon appetit, guys. Enjoy.
Thank you.
Enjoy.
Thank you very much.
So let's go.
You had a fun day?
I did.
Yeah.
I've been cooking all day just for you.
I'm going to make you cook more often now.
Sometimes things so simple can be so effective. Now, all I'm going to do is just twist it around, serve it on the plate. Now, there's a big secret to serving cheese properly. It has to be at room temperature. If you serve cheese cold, you inhibit all of its flavours. So take it out of the fridge a couple of hours before you serve it. And it's a beautiful goat's cheese, so stick it there. And I don't have to do anything else. Let's go. So this is it, guys. Some beautiful locally made goat's cheese and just some fresh bread to serve with it. And there's some nice grapes and some apples. But thank you for a lovely day. I've had a lot of fun.
Thank you for cooking.
No, my pleasure. Thank you for having me in your home.
Thank you so much.
Nice,
Pleasure to meet you.
Yeah, great. Nice to meet you guys.
You
enjoy it and you enjoy each other.
Okay,
See you later.
thank you.
See you. Wow, so let's start
baby.
this.
Thank you for beautiful dinner.
Oh, you're welcome. You like how I cook? In Spain, it's a cooking country every day. You cook for every lunch and for every dinner. I forgot it. And I think I'm gonna come back to my, roots and say, hey, let's go cooking.
It's been a tough transition for Yolanda, moving here from Europe. And I think it's great that, she had this really wonderful day where she was a star.
Just before Michael got home, I get that little flush, It happens to me all the time. What's he going to say when he walks through the door? But he came in and he was a player. He was up for it. He wanted some nice food. He heard about the oysters and the snapper and he was ready for it. So it all went really well. Tonight's dinner was a seafood soiree. We kicked off with Pacific Oysters Rockefeller as an appetizer. For the main course, we served a whole roasted snapper with creamed blacklit mussels, saffron and white wine. And for dessert, we had an award-winning goat's cheese served with locally grown grapes.